Hey guys, welcome back to my remix here, and as usual, nothing's been cut out. I haven't done anything in between, which is a little disappointing because I wanted to try some stuff out, but you guys get to see it. So this is, I kind of, I was working on the drop here. So, and I said I had an idea. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to add, we're actually going to move this over to here and then change this to a noise waveform. And then and drop this an octave. So now I'm gonna switch the amp around, and I want it to be brighter. I want it to have more high end. So it sounds like a really bright synth in contrast to the really deep and kind of muffled bass. I might just take off the amp. Sounds cool, but yeah, I'll just take it off for now. Sorry. So this one we don't want low end at all. Actually, let me just reset this. Recall default. So I'm gonna try something interesting here, just because I don't like the way Logic works with its unison and detune and stuff. So I'm gonna hard pan this right and left, and right now it actually does sound wider right off the bat, as opposed to just having this. That sounds kind of in the middle, but if I just go right here and then hard pan both of them. That gives it a lot more sense of space. And when I say hard pan, I just mean 100% like pan it as far as you can. That's all I mean when I say that. So let's kind of hear what we got. So now, as you can tell, that doesn't transition at all, but I'll fix that in a bit. So let's see. Okay, so let's shift this over by one beat. Is that one beat? That wasn't one beat. What am I talking? Okay, I need to zoom in. So we'll shift this over. We're running out of time. You know what? I kind of liked how it sounded when I shifted it all the way over. Despite the fact that it was kind of weird, we'll just cut out. That's too far. Let's try. So all the things I didn't bother to check too is this on a good note, and it probably isn't. Yeah, it's not. Let's try, I'll just put it at a 7th. Is that it? Yeah, it's the same. Yeah, we'll just put it on A. What the heck? Keep everything on the same note throughout the entire stinking song. So we'll do this. Duplicate, because I just gotta. Pull that. I'm not sure if I'm doing this how I want to do it, but let's try this. Very, you know, like I said, you can't really plan out everything you're going to do. It's all just about experimenting. There we go. That's kind of what I wanted. So basically, I guess in the end, I just extended that note, but it works nicely. So anyway, back to here. So let's try this. We'll shorten these to here and then make this I might be doing it completely wrong here, but we'll see what happens. 'Cause we're running out of time. We're running out of time. This is not sounding anything like what I wanted it to sound like. Okay, so let's rethink our lives here. And how we're gonna do this is we're gonna just listen to this whole thing again and just kind of you bring up the energy and never bring it down. I wasn't sure of destiny until you came around. Hold me sweetly, hold me tight. This could be our last night. Kiss me with passion before you say goodbye. We're running out of time. Okay, so I think the problem is the bass doesn't have enough high end. So 'cause we're running out of time. So we'll try cutting these to here and adding a snare just to see what happens. 'Cause we're running out of time. And then we'll start, here we go, this is what we'll do. And then we'll just start all this crap. Yeah. We'll start all this right here. It's not what I wanted. Right here. Okay. 'Cause we're running out of time. Okay. So and then I could actually, if I split this note here, split this note so it's 2. Same thing here. Okay, so we'll go with this for now. Except for I do need to fix the bass line here. It seems I'm not doing good with basses in this project. Normally I do a lot better with choosing my bass, but I guess this time it's just not going well. So should we distort the snot out of it, or oh, I know why I'm not doing so good with basses, because I'm not using the synthesizer I usually use. Okay, so first of all, if I pull the... So let's do this. We'll pull the cutoff down, bring the cutoff up higher, and we'll add another oscillator. Try noise, see what happens. Nope. Try synchronize square. Yeah, see how this sounds.
'Cause we're running out of time.
So now what I want to do is I also want to take this compressor and I'm going to copy, paste. We want a whole ton of compression, sidechain compression on this thing, so it could really like stand out and like pulsate. So this still isn't enough high end for this, but first I want to do something with kick drum. So like I said, sometimes you get to the point to where you want to take your... Did I duplicate the right one? No, I didn't. You want to take your kick and switch it for the drop. But what I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to do instead, I'm going to take this kick and I'm going to distort it. So I have this, what I've been using before. Now I'm going to take this channel EQ on it and low pass it and distort it. I'll try with Camel Crusher first, because I know I could get some pretty nasty distortion on this if I do that. Don't like the distortion that's bringing in, but so we'll see how this sounds with a regular kick. So really, it makes it sound like it's almost clipping, and that's what it's supposed to do, despite the fact that you may or may not like the sound. So what I'm going to do now is that I have the general tone. I need to EQ out the low end, because the distorted low end can really muddy things up. So actually, let me just cut here first and see what happens, because that might just fix our problem. There, now it's heavy and it's got that distorted sound to it, so. And since before the kick was good with how it fit, but I think I want to add more click to this too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually use the exact same plugin, but work it completely differently. So kick high, so I don't mix these up. Kick low, kick main. Okay, so the kick high, what I want to do, kick high boys, is, actually it doesn't matter if I do that. I want this up here, thank you. Now I'm going to add Camel Crusher, because one of the things Camel Crusher can do is it can, I think I already said this, but what it can do is it can make things instantly punchy if you just enable the compressor and turn it off of fat mode. It's like really sharp, really fast. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. That's obviously too much, but so right now, I think the problem is our bass is not distorted enough. So, except for I'm not going to be able to do it well with the amplifier. Let's turn on the resonance on this. Yeah, just turn up FM. FM does bad stuff. That didn't do much. That did stuff, but not enough stuff. Where's all the high end on this synthesizer? Oh, it's because I have a filter on it. So it's actually, let's do this. We'll run this filter in parallel and do band reject. Yeah, try that. Okay, so let me cycle this first. Now it's in a weird spot, so it'll be hard to cycle. Okay, there we go. I suddenly just found something that sounds cool. So I'm just kind of tweaking things around to just get something interesting. So we'll map this to cut off 1 and 2 instead of just 1, so it's kind of adjusting both of these. Okay, now in the context of our project, what does it sound like? So that sounds a lot better than it did before. So, for the sake of...
'Cause we're running out of time.
Oh, I just got a majestic idea. Okay, so we're going to take this bass line, and it's really deep, and that's good, but it's actually causing a little bit of a problem here. So first of all, I need to make sure the compressors are set to bus 20, since I just duplicated it. And this is the key here. This is what we've been missing. It's pitched too low. What's the keyboard shortcut again? There we go. So that's too distorted, but I can fix that. Let's try that. I'm going to need to EQ the low end out though, because so let's do this. We'll make this more of a pluck here. And this super saw is kind of bugging me because it's not bright enough. So we'll just focus on one and then we'll duplicate it in a second. There we go. Okay, so this is what I want. It's bright. It's much brighter than this other one that we've been. Here, I'll just show you. This one's a lot brighter. Okay, so we're just gonna do this setting, copy channel strip setting, paste, do a hard pan again, and we're back here. So. So I'm going to go back and tweak this just a tiny bit more because I noticed here it does have a little more low end than I want. So just actually pull that up more and then lighten the curve. So that sounds. I didn't copy. Copy channel strip setting. Paste channel strip setting. Hard pan. Okay. There we go. We're a lot closer now. This is actually starting to sound reasonably good. You can tell that, you know, when I show everything, this is going to be a long series because it's like hours and hours and hours of work to get this stuff done. So the fact that I'm doing like, you know, 15-minute blips of this just kind of shows that this is going to take forever to finish. But, you know, it's a learning process. So I kind of figured I'd show you everything. That way, you know exactly from start to finish, really, how long does it take? How much do you have to do? Excuse me. And, you know, what's the whole process? So let me end this video here. Thank you for watching. And if you haven't subscribed, feel free to subscribe. That way you can get updated when this and my other series are updated. And until next time, I will see you guys.